In today's video, I am going to show you how I went from this to this using a hot oil treatment and only 3 products. And the best part about this routine is we are kicking it old school. I've been wearing my hair naturally since I was about 16 years old. It took me a few years to find a set of products that I loved, and then I used this lineup pretty much religiously for years and only stepped away from it when I had a ton of bleach damage, and nothing was really working for my hair because of my refusal to cut off the bleach damage. So it'll be a walk down memory lane for me and hopefully help you on condensing your wash day routine. So like I mentioned, I'm going to show you how I do a hot oil treatment, and I'm going to include some really good hacks for making sure it does not weigh your hair down, and then I will show you how I use only 3 products, including what I use in the shower, to end up with fabulous results. Timestamps will be down in the description, as well as links to all of the products mentioned in this video. All right, welcome back, and if it's your first time here, my name is Jannelle. We do all things curly and then some, and let's get to it. So today for wash day, we're gonna be using the OUIDAD. It's the Curl Immersion Low Lather Coconut Cleanser, the OUIDAD Moisture Lock Leave-In, and the OUIDAD VITALCURL Shine and Shine Styling Cream. So sticking true to my original roots, pretty much every single wash day, I would pre-poo with a deep conditioner or pre-poo with an oil. I always did it before I got in the shower because I have a looser curl texture, and because my hair is also fine, my hair gets weighed down very easily. So I always found that if I did the treatment ahead of shampooing, I was way less likely to experience excess weight and still be able to get some good volume. So today, we're going to do a hot oil treatment. So hot oil treatments are good for a few things. They can prevent and reduce dryness at the hair and scalp. They help strengthen the hair, reduce split ends, and helps prevent against frizz. You can use olive oil, coconut oil, jojoba oil, any oil blend that you love. I'm going to be using Righteous Roots. Tried and true, sticking with it. All you need to do for a hot oil treatment, add a little bit of hot water to a jar, plop your oil inside, let it heat up for a minute, and then we're going to apply it directly to the hair. You can hear it's nice and liquidy. I'm going to start at my scalp. Just got super cold in Philadelphia, so I need some lubrication and protection. Now, I know some of y'all with fine hair and or waves or looser curl textures are a little afraid of, can you get the excess oil out and will it weigh your hair down? I just want to tell you not to worry, because I have an absolutely amazing hack that I will share with you in a minute. Also, as my hair starts to gray more, I have found that the hot oil treatments actually help them with lubrication, staying moisturized, and I tend to get a more consistent pattern in the areas that I have grays. Really want to saturate the hair, and then I also like to pay extra attention to the areas that I see the most breakage, which is right around my hairline, especially right here, my little boat docks, and my ears, and the nape of my neck. And I also gently detangle while doing this. The oil provides a ton of slip. The last thing we're gonna do is throw it up in a shower cap. Don't worry if you don't have a shower cap. A towel, a t-shirt, extra grocery store plastic bag, saran wrap, anything will work. The goal is just to trap in the heat from your head to assist in lifting the cuticle so that oil can get in, penetrate the hair strand, and give it all the nutrients and love that it needs. I'm gonna let this sit for about 20 minutes, and then I will be right back with the hack to ensure that you get all of the benefits without excess oil or weight, and your hair looks amazing, and then we will get into this super simple wash day. See you in a second. It's been about 20 minutes, and now it is time for the hack. One of the issues that we can all run into if we have a looser texture, if we have lower density and or fine hair, is that a lot of times if we do oil prior to shampooing, we can't necessarily get all of the excess off, what ends up weighing down our hair. What we're gonna do is apply our co-wash, pump some of that into our hands, and we are going to apply it directly onto the hair. Most of us know water and oil do not mix. which is a good thing if you're sealing in moisture. It's not necessarily a good thing if you're trying to remove excess. So if you apply whatever cleanser before, you can actually clutch onto the oil so that it can be removed. Water first, where then you have oil and a water barrier, and then trying to apply the shampoo where the water is essentially preventing the cleanser from getting to all of the oil. We apply the cleanser first so it has the direct connection with the oil and it will remove wonderfully. Now let's pop on into the shower. The next step is then to get my hair just a little bit wet so that I can lather the cleanser. Really focusing on the scalp. Because it's a co-wash, I am actually taking this down to my ends to really make sure I pick up any of that excess oil. Now we're just going to rinse out as usual. All right, see on the dry side. Almost dry side. All I did is flip my hair over, take my fingers in at the root, and just shake it a little bit to loosen it up so it wasn't all flat to my head. Believe it or not, I used to apply my leave-in out of the shower. That's what we're going to do today. Again, the Moisture Lock leave-in. I think that's more than what I used to use, but I have gray hair now. So, y'all are gonna die. I literally just used to smooth it in mostly at my ends. And I'm gonna bring it up here because as we mentioned, I have gray hairs. I did not rake products in at all. Here's something that has stayed very much the same. I like to apply my stylers damp. I did it intuitively way back in the day. It worked better for my hair. Now I understand the whys, and we'll be back to apply the styler in just a few minutes. That only took 1 second. Just kidding, it took about 10 minutes. Now we're gonna go in with the WAVY VITALCURL Fine and Shine Styling Cream. Fine and Shine Styling Cream, ultimate hybrid styler. Part hydrating cream, part curl defining gel. Its unique formula creates a soft and natural second day look that's never sticky or stiff. And that's how I remember it, so I'm kind of excited. That much? So I'm just going to smooth it in. Again, although it advises to rake, I'm not raking. Then we're gonna come to the back and just make sure we're separating and getting the hair up at the root. I'm gonna come in with one more drop. I always really remember this being lightweight, so I hope my memory serves me correct. But now I'm gonna come in, smooth over the grays again, and then give them a good scrunch. I'm actually gonna add a little bit of water just to my grays. Unlike the bulk of my hair, my grays love to be wet, wet, wet. Flipping and scrunching. Something y'all might be surprised by is back in the day, I barely diffused. I would literally air dry almost all of the way. You know when you can just feel a little bit of dampness kind of back here at your root? I would diffuse at that point, but I was mainly just doing it for volume. So literally would diffuse for like 2 to 5 minutes max for volume, and that was it. I will see you when we're like 98% dry for about 2 to 5 minutes of diffusing. My hair is almost dry. Kind of cool thing about the cream gel is that if you use a little bit more moisture, as I did with my grays, you get a little bit more of a cast, where underneath where my hair was more damp, absolutely no cast. So if you like cast, a little bit more water. If you like less cast, less water. I'm gonna go warm heat and high speed, and I'm gonna flip my hair over because I want as big as possible. Most of you know, I touch my hair when I diffuse. I let it air dry enough most of the time before I diffuse, so it's set in place enough that I'm not really going to disrupt the cast or formation. Now really what I'm doing is focusing on my roots, which are still damp, and I'm lightly using my fingertips to lift up and kind of shake the roots as I do that. And this helps with separation at the root as well as volume. So always when I'm diffusing, especially if I am using any type of heat to diffuse, I always finish up going to cool and then also adding the cool shot so it's extra cold. This is like doing any heat style, curlers, curling iron, anything else, to really make sure your hair sets in that style. You want to let it cool down, same concept. So last thing Using the cool also gives you a chance to really ensure that your hair is completely dry. A lot of times if our hair is warm, it can be deceiving and feel like the hair is dry, and then you cool it down and then all of a sudden you have a slightly damp spot like I do right up here. Another hack. Scrunch out that cast, fluff it a little bit more. I feel like I remember why I used to love this wash day. My hair feels moisturized, it feels balanced, it's enough definition without sacrificing any fullness or volume. It's so simple. I also love my new cut. This is the first time I've actually washed my hair since I got my hair cut. Getting rid of all of the layers and just getting back to my roots. That is it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you loved my OG wash day. If it was your first time here, my name is Jannelle. We do all things curly and then some. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Go slam that subscribe button, hit that bell while you're at it to turn on post notifications so you do not miss a thing. And I will see you next time. Bye!